It was 1993.
Good year.
Yeah.
Good year.
And my wife and I were living in this tiny little town in southern Japan, in Kyushu. We were sleeping on tatami mat floors, and the walls were made out of like this rice paper. And literally about a block away there were the rice paddies with these old women who were there tending the rice paddies. I mean, this was like exactly what we wanted. I mean, we didn't want to go to Tokyo, and we didn't want to be in a big city. We wanted to have an experience of the real Japan. So we had actually taught ourselves to be English teachers, and even though we were, oh my goodness, we were in our 30s and my wife in her early 40s, and we went there and we had this experience of being in the middle of nowhere and truly being the only Americans around. In fact, the closest town, closest city, was the end of the Shinkansen line, the city of Fukuoka. Now, I mean, honestly, when I first looked at the map, I thought it said something a little different than Fukuoka. But I did learn how to pronounce it, and this was our place of entertainment, because this was where the karaoke clubs were and the bars, and this is where we went. It was a 45-minute ride through the most gorgeous landscape, and there we were in Fukuoka. So, one night, my wife was looking at the newspaper, and she said, you know, look at this. The American consulate in Fukuoka is having movie night. Movie night. So we decided to go. Okay, now we're going to go back. I'm going to take you back about 15 years to high school. And I went to a high school in New York where it was a specialized high school, Stuyvesant High School. You want to hear of it? Okay. So Stuyvesant High School, and you know, this is basically, you are spending an hour every day each direction on the train coming from the boroughs where I grew up, and you know, there's a couple of people who sort of come with you, the smart kids. And there was a couple of kids from my neighborhood who came to Stuyvesant with me, and one of them was Richard May. Now, Richard and I had gone to school with each other ever since, honestly, since kindergarten. And you know, it wasn't that we were great friends, but we were friends, and we did things, and we knew each other through the years. And then we got to high school, and you know, and again, it's like, you know, hey, I know you. You're that kid who, I mean, you know, we've known each other for all these years. So I mean, this happened through high school. We were, you know, we would see each other on the 7 train and on the 4 train and on the trains, and you know, and it's like you get to know. Okay, hi Richard, how you doing? At the same time, there was this girl, Ann Turner. Now, I had this thing for Ann. I mean, she was a year older than me, and you know, she had all of these. She had a lot of boyfriends, but you know what? She was really cute, and I really liked her, and we were in drama together, and so. But then it turned out, you know, that Richard and Ann had this thing, and anyway, you know, we graduated from high school. Now we're back in Japan, and we're going off to movie night. And we get over to the American consulate in Fukuoka. We open the door, and who's there? Richard May. Oh my God, Todd! What are you doing here in Japan? And you know how that thing goes. And he was so excited because the movie that night was Mr. Baseball. Now, does everyone remember that movie, Mr. Baseball? I mean, Mr. Baseball. He was excited because he was in Mr. Baseball, had a walk-on part. So anyway, you know, we do this thing, and he's living there, and he's working for the State Department. And so he's doing Japan, and then we hear that he's going off after Japan to Bulgaria, and he's going to learn Bulgarian. And then, you know, time passes, and, you know, we had this incredible experience. Oh, we met Richard May in Japan, and then, a couple of years ago, we reconnect, Facebook. And, you know, suddenly, you know, everyone from high school is reconnecting on Facebook. It's like, oh my God, from Facebook. No, all these people I didn't know for 20 years. And, you know, Richard May had been in Bulgaria, then he was in Burma. It's like, you know, just B countries. And then, and then Ann Turner, Facebook. And I see, Richard May now single. Oh my God, he was married in Japan, now he's single. And Ann Turner, single. And then we find out, through Facebook, suddenly, their status changes from single,
Oh, man.
yes, to in relationship. And last year, we celebrated their wedding in Cornell. So thanks to Facebook, small world.